Oh well, hello there everybody. Welcome back or to my channel, Manjobug here. And today's stream is of Final Fantasy 16 and it is Torgal petting hours, my favorite time of day. I do hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the game. And we'll see where we are. A new item is available for redemption, apparently. So I did do a couple of little side quests off stream. I did a side quest involving the Dame, and I also did the Owain side quest at the Hideaway, which allowed Clive to have a fully, full capacity size of his potions. So now we have full capacity of all that. We are at max, so that's pretty awesome. Let me see. So yeah, I'm just kind of like doing side quests at the moment. See if there's any more in Sandbrag or not. And then I'll continue on with the main quest. There's something here in Boklad. Yes, just me and my wolf pup.
Now feel good, boy.
I never tire of seeing that. Okay, so, oh, there it is, right there. Trading Places 2. It's the logical logic? Logic, what are you doing here? You're streaming. Thank you so much for dropping in, friends. I hope you're doing good today. Yay, you're first in the chat. Thank you, Logic. Mist. Mist's like, I'm out. Why are you leaving? Oh, I'm going the wrong way, apparently. It's over here.
What's happened?
You're sorry? Ayo, what's up, Mist? Just so you know, Mist, I'm just doing a little side questing right now, so you can stick around and not be spoiled for the moment. I'm like 80% through the main story, and apparently there's like a ton of side questing I can do, so that's what I've been kind of working on. How are you doing, amigo? Not much, just watching Sweetie play some Stranded Deep. How's that going? Everything going okay with that game?
Clive, you'll be
oh,
pleased
it's
to
the
know that
handsome
the
guy.
negotiations are progressing well.
Which is like everybody in this game.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Why am I always have to do favors. I have to do fetch quests. I have to do a lot of things. You're not bothered by spoilers for FF16. It's good. I'm doing well. Another piece of the new setup came today. She's doing really good, by the way. Yay! For everything. Yeah, I know that you pretty much were subjected to FF16 when Corndog streamed it. So, I'm sure it's hard being a mod and being in the chat and not seeing some stuff from FF16. But yeah, what piece came in today? Also, I'm glad she's doing really good.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask Elle how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Alright. We will prioritize, even though, you know, like, doing it. It's alright. Spoilies ain't stopping me from hanging out. The mic. The mic came in? Oh, yay. What kind of mic did you get? Everything else will be here Wednesday. Nice. Aw, it's your favorite time, Lord? Welcome in. Yes, Torgal time. I'm gonna pet Torgal for you, Lord. Oh, we're gonna play fetch first. Then we're gonna pet him. There we go. Look at the good boy. And that's for Lord. And then here's for Mist. We're gonna play some fetch for Mist. And pet for Sweetie of the Mist. How's Loki doing as well? A cute little face. And also for Logic.
Now feel good, boy.
So cute. I swear. I never get tired of seeing it.
Don't blame yourself, Elle. This is their fault, not yours. I know, but... No,
yeah, it was for you. I
all
pet
right.
the wolf for you.
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer.
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle, what's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
Ollie's been burrowed up all day. I hope he's okay too. Maybe he's just like
But I
had too much
thought we
excitement
were the only ones
yesterday.
the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over.
Thank you,
The
Logic, for the
consortium will
25
have
stream
to sell
stream.
these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a
Oh,
meeting.
owls.
You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place.
You got
and
it on
keep
a
any
sale?
prowling beasts at
Hold
bay.
on. Let me take a look.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, looks like I'm following orders till she gets back
Oh,
from
nice.
meeting the Silver Peak Consortium.
Kind of looks
They've
like a
been
blue
doing their
yeti.
best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself.
looks
She
nice,
still has
amigo.
plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm
It was
not
only
happy to hear
$30.
it.
Wow, you did. That's like half the
Is this what she
price.
really
More
wants?
than half.
You have to trust her.
Yes, there's a lot for the
Alright.
little fella. It sounds like it.
It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too.
He's probably just
So
a
I
little
bid you
worn
farewell
out from all
and
the
safe travels,
excitement,
my friend.
hopefully.
I'll gather
Fingers
my men and
crossed
leave
for the little
Cashlock.
dude.
We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best.
You can't wait to get everything set up. I know, it's so exciting.
All right. To Randalar then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
Pets.
After it.
Yeah, suddenly was pulled away from other hamsters and is in a new place. Yeah, for real. Like, what was he doing? He was like on his wheel, just exploring everything. And yeah, he may be just a little bit culture shock. Gotta go all the way outside of Randara.
I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
The Steps of the Forgotten. I see some shiny. I want it. Yeah, just me and my wolf pup running. I need to see if I have any upgrades available to stuff. I really want to upgrade Diamond Dust because I'm loving it so far. Give me sun. I'm just doing a little hunting. I'm sorry. On the wheel we have for him and quite a bit last night. Yeah, maybe he's just tired. I hope so. I could just imagine that that would be very, very scary for an animal. Like, no matter how, like, they'll be, like, used to it eventually, it's like, just being transplanted like that, it's gotta be kind of difficult. You know, we were talking about Roxy, my dog Roxy. I got her from the shelter, and she was still with her mama, with the whole litter. It was a free adoption day, actually, at the place I was, the shelter that day. And Roxy was with, you know, I can't remember how many puppies, like maybe about 5 others. And Roxy was the first one to come to me when I walked into the room. And she came to me and she was just, like, she pretty much attacked my shoes. She's so ornery. Especially when she was a puppy. She was so ornery. And there was, you know, a couple of puppies. Oh, God, you know, it's so hard to choose between. Like, you want to take all of them, you know. But obviously I could only take care of one the way they deserve to be taken care of. And Roxy was the one I picked.
When did you get so big?
Oh, look at that. And now Roxy's getting up there in age and she's a senior pup now.
This one.
It would freak you out, so I get it. It would freak me out too. But sometimes I think about, like, Roxy. She, you know, some animals are just like, they can handle it a lot better. A little animal like a hamster, you know, I can see it being a little difficult. $10 I'm in the money.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers.
You're the consortium. Of course I want to consult with you.
We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Why are you wearing a shower cap?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
Yeah, all we know is Giants took him from his home. He's just a little guy. We hope we can get him to where he trusts us to pick them up. I love to have a Loki cameo on stream one day. Me too. That would be amazing. I need a channel point redeem for that. Peak fashion. Bold Action 22. Thank you so much for thanking the mods.
I'm sorry you weren't
As
able to
soon
save
as
them.
I have a mod come in, I'll thank
As am
them
I.
for you.
But I only have myself to blame.
How are you doing, Bold?
He was right, you see. The Silver Peak
They are
Consortium
the real
did intend to buy
heroes.
those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them.
The
In the
mods
hope
are
they might be
slacking up.
encouraged to tell me
Nah.
more.
I know
But
one
they
is
just
streaming
won't.
right now and one
As soon
is
as he left, I sent my own
working
offer to Randalar.
at an actual
So
job.
you never...
No. I entertained the consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
They're all the things you've
Did.
given them.
And if what he
Actual
said was
job.
true,
What the fuck is one of
the
those?
bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from
Imagine
Castle.
working.
The village is under attack.
Right,
A
Bold?
pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a
Why
dragon at its
Oh
head.
my gosh, why is
The
there
only
always
others are trying
dragons?
to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
I don't seem to be very concerned. Clive's just like
coming.
casually walking. Let's see, wait a minute. Where we gotta go? Oh, way over here. It's like way the frick over here. Guess I'll go to this spot. But yeah, Bolt, how are you today? I will pet Torgal for you. Since you came into the stream. That's for Bolt. You're fine. I'm glad. Just so you guys know, you do have 2 animated emotes for today's stream of Torgal Puppy Torgal. Yeah, the wave and the little head tilt. I made those 2 for you guys, just for these streams. It's so hard, like, choosing the emotes to get rid of, though, because I love all my quirkies, too. But it's just for a stream. I'm glad that you guys really use the static one, or not static, but, well, it is static emote, but standard emote of Torgal as well. It's too cute. I'm doing good, Bolt. It's been a good day today. I was able to get out and got some good exercise, and it was a really nice spring day here. So I feel pretty good. Too many cute emotes. It's a real problem, it is. Aw, thank you for the squee, Lord. That's what my big problem... Oh god, I'm going the wrong way. 100% going wrong way. But yes, I have like all these cute corgis, and I'm like, I love all of them. This is the way I needed to turn. Don't make me choose. I know. I wish I could keep all of them on there. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when, like, I mean, I shouldn't complain because Twitch did give us a lot more slots than I ever thought they would for affiliate. particularly with animated emotes. So I'm really, I'm quite happy about that. But now I just want more. Woo, no! I guess I'm okay. Well, that's one way to get down there. Oh my god. I just leapt off the edge. Or fell off the edge, rather. Well, that's one way to do it.
Where's Theodore?
I saved myself some time.
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area is flooded with ether.
Not
Just have to
ether.
pray he makes it out in one piece.
Not dragons.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Torgal. Where do I go now? Oh, I gotta go all the way back. Oh, no. No, actually. Hold on. Yeah, I just gotta go this way. Correct? Yeah. Man, the mod that typed that sounds like he's pretty handsome. Also, Bolt Action 22 wants me to thank you, John. So a big thank you to J to the C2756 for being the active mod in the chat tonight. Bolt Action 22 wants to show their deepest and sincerest appreciation to and for you. Did kind of, you know, say that you're a little late, but that's okay. J Talk. It's not J to the C, it's J Talk. Sorry, I was working. Yes, I did tell him that. John, you're just in time to use 2 of the Torgal emotes if you'd like. There's a couple of animated Torgal emotes for you. Just for this stream. Like that's an excuse. Bolt is feeling feisty today.
Where are you, Theo?
Oh, I ran into a tree. I love that the Helldivers are like they got this really awesome name. Also, apparently a new game, Helldivers 2. I don't know anything about it. And we continue our trek. Yep, there's some ether. Yes, Aerith and Tifa. You know they would pet the Torgal too. This is
The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
They most definitely have. Every time I see that, I think of Seal Peppery now.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Torgy emotes. Hi, Odin. Welcome in. Thank you for using the Torgal emotes.
Looks like it's found me.
Just so you know, Odin, I am just doing a side quest right now.
Easy.
If you want to chill with us. I froze it. Logic, thank you for the contribution. Oh god. Nice. You got me on audio only? Aw, thank you. I'm so glad that you're still here. Well, I'm still gonna warn you if I go back to the main quest. So what you up to today, Odin? As soon as I can, even though you can't see it, I'll pet Torgal for you. What is this? Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Oh, this one's okay.
Too slow. Just roll ready. Get him. Over here.
This one might be a little tough. Very, very cool looking dragon, though. Oh. Thought I could get him, but apparently not.
This one.
Of course, Odie. How's your day going?
Get him.
Oh, did Sherry end up beating FF8? Because I noticed Sherry's playing FF15 now. I don't know if she's like playing multiple games or if she ended up beating FF8. Might not be able to stay too long tonight. I'm on 2 hours sleep. Oh no! That's totally understandable, friend. Oh, that was a nice. That was cool. She did finish it. Oh, congratulations to Sherry. I'm glad that she was able to do it. I know that that was very frustrating with the final battle for her.
Clive. Theodore.
Theo,
You had me worried for...
please don't tell me. Oh no.
We have to get you out of here.
No.
I think it might be a little too late for that.
Oh God.
No, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
She had a good coach. Aw, I'm glad.
For keeping Elle's dream.
No.
Theodore.
Oh, come on. No. And she ignored the haters to start 15 today. I saw that. I saw a pinned comment. There are so many 15 haters, and I hate it.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you.
Like, I don't understand the hate for 15. Like, even if you don't appreciate it that much, like, why ruin other people's times with it, you know? Like, other people may like it.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
It was the same thing with hate. It really is. It has its haters, too. I think that's the main reason why many don't stream 13 and 15. The majority always say, no, don't. It sucks. True. That's straight facts right there. Sometime later.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
That's so
We grew
pretty.
up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you
This is
have
sad. This is sad. Sad, sad. Also, welcome in, CD. I'm sorry you were in an ad. Hopefully your ad is over.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people...
I could have swore that
get
too,
where they need to
CD.
be.
Not too long
Bringing
ago.
smiles to people's faces, just like you
That's
always
odd.
have. And to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen.
Did a month pass by
The life
that fast?
I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Oh. Yeah, John's been playing through 15. Final Fantasy 15. You still gotta play the DLC, but 15 was a nice experience for you. I like it. I'll be fine. Maybe the sunlight didn't go through. I don't know. That's very strange because, I mean, once you have it, I wouldn't think that it would, like, go away, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you've got it, I don't think that it would get rid of it. You know what I mean? That's very odd. Twitch be twitching. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Like, 3/1/2024 resubs. I am the corn dog. That's really crazy. Because, yeah, you did it on 3/1. I see on my stream recap on Discord. That's true. I'm so sorry, though. That is so weird. I've never had it done that way before. Like, no matter what, like, when you get, like, a sub, the only thing that I could think of is if it, like, didn't want to, like, have it automatically resub. I'll just resub Friday. But that's so weird, though. Because it lets you do it, is what I mean. Like, it lets you do it on 3/1. And I remember you know, being able to use my emotes and everything. And I've streamed, like, that was 3/1. There was another stream, and you were subbed. So it doesn't make sense that it would just, like, get rid of it. That's so weird. I've never heard of that happening, to be honest. You may want to look into it, CD. Just, like, you know, see about what Twitch, like, on your subscriptions and everything, because that's not right. Your life makes sense, so it's normal. Well, I don't want you to have to, like, resub again when you've literally already subbed. That's so weird. Just check it out for me, okay? Because that's bothering me. For you. I have no idea how the subsystem works. Well, normally, I don't have any recurring subscriptions. So what I like to do is, like, if I give a sub, I do it for a month, and, like, as soon as I do it, I do go and say, you know, I go and, like, cancel the sub as far as, like, you know, recurring payment. You know what I'm saying? Because I can get kind of crazy. Obviously, they can start spending a lot of money. So I usually go back, and every time I tell Twitch, I prefer to manually subscribe. I prefer to manually subscribe. I always say that, like, every time. It's not like Twitch is going to change, but you know what I mean. I give them my feedback. But yeah. I mean, if they gave my money back, that's all good. I'll look into it. Yes, please do. That's so weird. And you're supposed to be one of them. Oh, I appreciate you. Defaults to auto payments. It does. The moment you do a sub, that's not your Prime sub, because I know you've used your Prime sub, Odin. The moment you do a sub to a channel, it will automatically reoccurring unless you go in and manually cancel it. So the person still gets the money for the sub that you bought, but your benefits end when the month's up. But they still get the money, of course. But if you leave it to its own devices, it will just keep recurring payment. And that can get kind of crazy, especially for some of us who, you know, subscribe to a lot of people. That can really start adding up in terms of monies. Yeah, that's all I use. Basically, I understand 100% OD. I use my Prime sub every month. The last person I used my Prime sub on was Mist, actually. I was checking on the progress of that because I was just like, you know, I always like to keep up with when am I going to get that next one, you know? Because of the cost over time. Exactly. It's very, very rare to see somebody have, like, a recurring sub because of that. It's $1 more. Yes, exactly. That's why I told John. Because John uses Twitch Mobile to give subs and to sub. And I'm like, John, like, just try to calm down on that, because gifting subs on there is costing you more money. It's terrible. Well, that was sad. But yeah, CD, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. I hope that you can get that figured out and straightened out, because that's lame. I've literally never heard of that happening to anybody. Now I've had like now that I found out about like Twitch Mobile being more money for sub, I definitely don't use Twitch Mobile to purchase subs anymore. I go on my computer, and occasionally Twitch will have like a thing where I'll try to buy bits, and they'll be like, "Sorry, you can't," you know, and I'm like, "There's literally nothing wrong with my card. Take it." But sometimes Twitch be twitching, you know. And it's like Google did the same thing to me recently for YouTube. I had a sub to a friend, an ASM artist friend, and I just had the like $1.99 lowest tier, you know, like membership. And these are for you, CD. I'm petting Torgal for you. And I was like, and it was like, well, we canceled it due to failure to pay. And I'm like, what are you talking about? like I've never been declined forever. But sometimes it happens, you know. But Google, I think what Google's wanting is me to like update stuff. And I'm just like, let the sub go, or the membership go. Yay, Torgal Pets. That's for you. Well, that was a sad, sad quest. Definitely gotta keep an eye on everything. Literally everything today wants you to auto sub. Yes. And that is on YouTube as well. Yeah. It's just, sometimes it's like, it's crazy to me how people can afford some of the things that they do. Because I've always been very, very frugal, and I try to keep my money, you know, and like I try to watch out for that kind of stuff, like budgeting and stuff. And it's just hard sometimes to see, like, I'm like, man, how do they do it? Like, how they got all this money?
Take that, you naughty thief! And that! Stop it, Renz!
I'm actually annoyed. I still have Peacock. Want to cancel? They're like, no, stay for $2.50 for 3 months. I'm sure that John's been roped into that too. I think John keeps Peacocks just for The Office and Parks and Rec, and then football during football season. Every time I pull it up, I'm annoyed. Oh man, just like, oh, they got me.
Clive, to what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring.
You should
since
try
brought everyone
CD. Maybe he
together.
can get you a cheaper
And since
rate.
we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon. May there indeed. I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front
Hi,
might
Sean.
have
Welcome
caught
in.
the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud.
by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
You know, I've never tried Hulu. Like, I've never had Hulu, ever. Yeah, that's pretty cool that you might get Hulu free with T-Mobile. I don't think AT&T does anything like that for me. I have AT&T. You're annoyed with Hulu too, Dean. I feel like the same, Corn Dog. I wish that they would bundle things like it used to be, but now it's like they have a streaming service for everything and it's all separated. It's like the Offspring. They gotta keep them separated. So annoying. I used to have AT&T. I've always had AT&T. Like, I've had AT&T ever since pretty much when I got a cell phone for myself. Like, I've had AT&T. More Torgal emotes. Yay! Yeah, there's a couple of new ones. Just for these streams, Sean. There's a Torgal wave and a Torgal head tilt. Thank you so much for using them. I hope you like them. Same reason cancel, and then they're like, nah, stay with us for $3 for 6 months. Well, Odin, you're getting some good deals, at least. I moved on when me and my roommates found out T-Mobile would be cheaper. I feel that. And now you get Hulu, maybe. So pro tip, cancel for like 3 months before Black Friday, and you'll usually get a sweet deal then. Look at Odin over there teaching us things.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the
Was
particulars.
it? See, AT&T was like the good one here, and T-Mobile was the sucky one back then.
Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
Odin with the wisdom. He is our resident doctor.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
That's easy.
Alright, for Sean, let's pet Torgal real quick. These are pets for Sean. Odin, teach us your ways. Odin's got the strats. But yeah, right now, all I have as far as streaming services goes is Amazon Prime Video. Like, that's it. And that's because Amazon actually gives us other stuff. Like, I get my First Reads book every month. Sometimes they give you 2 a month. I still gotta pick mine this month, actually. Prime Sub. Although there has been talk that they might get rid of that eventually. Hi, Shiny. Okay, these pets are for Shiny. We're gonna pet our wolf pup for you. God, it was Quack Doctor, not you, the FF8 one. Z Odin? Yes, we're gonna give all the Torgal loves for you, Shiny.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Speak with Victor by the Desert Gate. Yes, welcome in, Shiny. How are you today? How did everything turn out with your mac and cheese last night? I think you said it was good, but could be more cheesy.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
It's a work in progress.
Ah, sick. Thought you'd have returned to Cosnus by now.
I did. Then I came back.
What?
I've developed something of a fondness for the place.
I can't wait to do my Zeodine
so
voice.
To see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss
when I play
to abandon
FF8.
it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits.
Needed to make more
He said that you might be
sauce,
able to help me find them.
but was good.
You've come at
Always
just the
more
right time.
cheese.
I was on my way to speak with Conrad about
It
how to
sounded
organize
really
our
good.
forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp should I
Font
take?
to fisticuffs.
There's one upriver.
I love that line
Just down there,
from
across the dunes.
Odin.
Leave it with me.
From Doc Odin. Make for the bandit camp upriver from Dalamil.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to kill all of you. You fisticuffs with Tifa. But what about not Tifa? AKA Renoa. Ew. Mac and cheese needs to make a certain sound to show how good it is. Why wasn't sauced enough for the sound? Oh no! Hey yo! That sounds like some good mac and cheese. Tifa will shoot her dog at you. 100% will. If you know, you know. I should use my limit break. Ah, you suck. Oh no. There we go. You need more caffeine? Oh, shoot. I thought I turned off my limit break. Oh, damn it. I lost all my bars. I thought I did, though. Lame. After playing FFA, I don't see why it's hated. I don't either.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We were talking about that a little bit. About, like, Final Fantasy 8, 13, and 15 getting so much hate. No caffeine, but I got Baja Blast for Sugar Rush. Ooh. Kind of making me want to get a Baja Blast, Odin, not gonna lie. Although I still want to try the Dr. Pepper cream sodas. I was at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you guys have those where you're at. You know, it's just a dollar store. It's $1.25 store. Used to be only $1. And I was just like, oh, you know, they have some drinks there. And I wanted to see if I could find the cream soda, Dr. Pepper. And they didn't have it. I was sad. Like, I don't want to be spending like $2-something for it. And then if you buy like the whole freaking like, oh, the 2-liter might not be too bad. But like the cans are expensive for pop. It's crazy. Like if you get name brand. It's so good. Yes, try all the sodas. Hi, Gohan. Remember Baja Blast was like Taco Bell? I remember those days. We got me to do it. I know. I want to find it. I need to get it. Yo, I got Mario RPG. Oh, yay! I got that for John for Valentine's Day, and he still hasn't got a chance to play it. Thank you for hydrating me. Get Dr. Pepper cream soda. I know, everybody says it's so good. Dr. Pepper's like my favorite. I have Dollar Tree and Dollar General. So do I. We have Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar. I don't know if you guys have that. There's a Dollar... Yeah, you got Family Dollar too over there, Shiny. Yeah, Dollar General is like everywhere. It's like that meme where they just pop up on every corner. It's like there's a weed shop and then there's a Dollar General at like every corner. I might get some soda. Just get 2 liters because cheaper. Oh, for real. If I'm going to get a soda, I always get like 2 liters. Oh yeah, Family Dollar too. Oh, you got that too? I got Dollar General. Walking distance, they're everywhere. You heard Coke came out with spiced? Oh, I've heard about that. I'm doing good, Gohan. How are you? Is this gonna be your first time playing Mario RPG?
Sid, where are you? see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's
Apparently
in
it's raspberry spice, whatever that
saying
means.
that Lubor is a
Or whatever the
bearer.
spice be.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been.
Oh
Let
yeah,
one of the
Paul up
bandits
to the
escape,
spirit Halloween of
and his
Travis.
escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children
Well,
spotted
when
him,
they
and he was about to
let us
silence
have
them.
medicinal
When
weed
Lubor found
here,
him
it was
with a
like the
bolt
weed
of
shops
magic,
popped up everywhere.
without the crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what
Same,
people are saying.
yeah.
If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Well, I am definitely Lubor's friend. Lubor's awesome. He's still got bottles. But I see what you did there. And yeah, they did. They are crazy making money on that.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion.
No, Dean.
That occasion arose,
It's 420 Central. Oh,
I
shit.
forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running.
But we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for.
You need to go this weekend,
I
CD?
rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the
Got
people
it.
not to let
How
their
about I kill him?
prejudices
Oh,
blind them.
or that.
Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can.
Yeah, the connect.
Or stay here with the children.
Hello, welcome in,
I can't
Joseph.
promise anything, but
Thank you for the first time chat.
we'll try.
And that
His dancing
is
steel
all I
move
can
was a
ask
good
of you.
use for making combo. For who? He did an infused dinner for one of the companies, and they would get given him stuff? No way, really? I'm glad, CD. I'm glad.
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor? Are you one too?
No, I'm not. Just listen.
Oh, this guy?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
You all along that he was playing us for fools.
Hi, Saru. Welcome in.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but
Hello to you.
could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right.
Oh, these are the people I tried to act with, and it didn't work out.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the
Oh,
town's
the
service.
steel. I got you.
Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
Yeah, welcome in, Saru. How are you doing today?
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
Oh, Saru, that's a cute little dancing emote. I love it.
Cold, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Okay, so now we've got to report back to Lubor. This is also cute in its own way. I like that one too.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope.
But that's a mighty big subject.
But
There's a big
perhaps
but.
not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosanna would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us.
We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Welcome back from ads, everybody.
Forget it. Do what you will.
Oh, Dean, thank you for the contribution.
You sure you're making the right choice?
To the Life is Strange Community Challenge.
If those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
I see what you did there, because you're a bear. Also, Shiny, I bet Corndog is still over there, like, having, flashbacks of looking for lighters and such in that game last night. Legend has it, the CD is still looking for those lighters and candles. And trying to sledgehammer babies. You're playing again tonight? Yay! That was kind of sucky, though, about it being like that soft lock situation. That kind of sucked. Yeah, the Visage was a friendly kids game. Also, since Saru is come into the chat, let's pet Torgal for Saru. Anybody else that come into the chat while I wasn't able to pet Torgal?
You were right, boy.
At least there's other stories, and I can rush through the parts I did before when the time comes. Oh, I see. I've never played that game. It's a Love My Family sim. John, thank you for the hydrate. Kunk, thank you so much for the contribution to the quarry challenge. Okay, so Kunk apparently wants to see me like kill people on a horror game. I appreciate you, Kunk. Thank you so much for spending your moonflowers on the challenge. Also, I will pet Torgal for you. Cerulean came in. Yes, we gotta give the loves for Saru and for Kunk. Quarry is great though. I've never played it. It would be my first time. Also, I got a stretch redeem, so 1 second. Alright, let me get a stretch. Kunk, have you played a lot of the Supermassive games? I've played Until Dawn. I've platinumed Until Dawn. I love Until Dawn. I've played a little bit of Man of Medan, and I've not played any of the other Dark Pictures anthology, unfortunately. And I really wanted to play The Quarry, so they had the deluxe edition for a good discount, like 75% off, so I was like, okay. You would never? I was shocked I enjoyed it even more when I told her I wouldn't mind doing more. It looked fun. Aside from, like, having to find those freaking lighters. Don't. They're bad. Oh, well, I probably like them. Like, I really enjoyed Until Dawn, and I enjoyed Man of Medan. It was just hard. It was a lot harder than Until Dawn, it seemed. It was a lot harder to keep them alive. Not a lot. No, only Quarry, really. Oh, I see. Well, I would highly recommend you give some of the others a shot. Especially Until Dawn. It's like one of my favorites. It's Mark. 24. Hey, Mark. What's up? Thank you so much for the contributions to the Walking Dead challenge. Thank you so much for everybody that's contributing to the community challenge. I'm right in the middle of a bit of a stretch, but since I'm standing, I can still give Torgal pets for Mark. Oh, and there's Ruxy. Hello, Ruxy Live. Torgal pets for Ruxy. Oh, sorry, I didn't press that long enough. They also did those anthology games, right? Yes, Odin, the Dark Pictures anthology. Those are all, like, you don't have to play them in order. They're all, like, separate entities. So, I played the demo for Little Hope, but I didn't, I only played Man of Medan. Alright, thank you, John, for the stretch. I think I just said Until Dawn 24 times, maybe. I like it.
I feel good, boy.
25 times now. I'm here to only see Torgal give you a pet. Well, here you go. I'm petting him for you. Madonna's the best one. Man of Medan was legit pretty scary, honestly. Creepy. Very creepy. And, the addition of the heart rate was what always would get me, and trying to keep their heart rate under control, or they would panic. I got so many people killed because of that. Layers of Fear is decent. What? Oh, right, for a horror game. Who is the developer of Layers of Fear? I have it on my wish list. No, don't do it. He's trying to get out of work, Odin.
When did you get so big?
Same, or random QTs. QTs usually weren't the problem, but yeah, It's like until Dawn had the be still, and I was pretty good at that normally until the very end when I accidentally got Sam killed. Felt really bad about that. But yeah. Alright, so have I done all the side... Oh, wait, hold on. Looks like there's a side quest over here. Okay, let me... There we go. I was recommended the first layers of fear. Oh, yeah? There's more than one layer of fear? Is it like a... It's the one I've got, like, on my, my wish list. I think it's like a remaster. See one of them on here. Don't know the name, but it felt like, God, what? We have insurance. What layer of fear am I? Remaster has extra stories. Oh! I see. Okay, so there is apparently a, Is it in here? Oh, yeah. Okay, where is it on? Oh, he's right here. Also the seventh circle of hell. Yeah, they were part of the military or something and went in a cave. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Frick. I know which one you're talking about. I'd have to look it up. Hold on. Let me see. Dark Pictures Anthology. The Devil in Me? Is that the one? Oh, House of Ashes. Yeah, House of Ashes, I think is the one you're talking about. Yeah, like Shiny says. Damn, I am evil. I mean, kinda.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps.
You're weird.
My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to
House of
uncover
Ashes is very
Ultima's
good.
origins.
I haven't heard much about
Have you learned
like
anything new since last we spoke?
about the latest one, The Devil in Me. Okay, yeah, I haven't heard much about it.
Rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces
100% agree.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as
How did your car do on the track, Mark?
Cited among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be
possible? It's based off a famous serial killer? Oh.
A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Yeah, I know. That felt good. That's awesome. Was fastest in practice. Track was rough, so didn't run too much. Is that like what? I don't know. I was just kind of like surprised. Was that like red clay or something? That your driver was driving it on? Because, I don't know. I always consider, like, I know there's a bunch of different avenues of it. It is clay, yeah. I was like, oh, look at them tires. Getting stuck in that red dirt.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
And it holds moisture a little too well. Very tacky. I can see how that would be a little different, especially for racing.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another Lost Wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly.
Where be this? Oh, way over here. Wait a minute. It's like blocked off. It isn't accessible. Uh-oh. Can I not go to that? Or maybe I can go this way? Looks like I can go that way, maybe. I'll check it out. After a night of racing, it will turn black as rubber gets laid down. That's crazy. Okay, let's just see if I can go through this way. Then it gets slick. Do they normally do that on red clay, or do they normally do it on, like, tarmac? You normally run on dirt clay? I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that that was what your car is typically rode on. Ow. Third track racing. No, that's not what I had envisioned when I saw your car. I was thinking it was on tarmac. It's dead, Clive. It's dead. We killed it. Oh god. Okay, so got it. Asphalts were getting there. Oh. I see. So can I go this way? Dirt is for racing. Well, you learn something new every day. I guess it's not like NASCAR. That's what everybody likes around here. Roxy, thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing good, Roxy. Where did Torgal go? There he is. I'm gonna give bonus Torgal pets for Roxy. If I can. There we go. John, thank you for contributing to the community challenge. Yippee, I'm very well. Yay, I'm glad. Corn Dog wants me to thank my mods. A big thank you to J to the C2756 for being the active mod in the chat tonight, despite actually working a normal day-to-day job, 9 to 5, or, well, not really, but you know what I mean. A full-time job and still coming in here and modding like a champ. Corn Dog wants to extend their deepest, sincerest appreciation to you and for you. So thank you, John, for being here and for giving us all of your modly duties and doing them so gosh darn well. I could talk your ear off about dirt racing. You do seem quite knowledgeable about it, Troll. Roxy, thank you for contributing to the Walking Dead community challenge. Yes, we love our mods. They do a good job. I've been around it all my life. It was kind of funny. Like my dad actually got a calendar, right? And it was like classic cars, and on for every month. And he showed it to me. He was very excited, and this is as excited as my dad gets, anyway. And he was just like, "Why don't you quiz me on this?" Like he brought it up. He was like, "Will you quiz me?" And I was like, have you looked at these? He's like, of course not. I wouldn't ask you to do this otherwise. So I would put my thumb like over the name of the vehicle that was obviously, you know, like it was, you know, telling you what it is. And I quizzed him, and of the 12, he got like 4 completely correct. It's very, very difficult to do that as far as like classic cars and any cars really. But the classic cars, because there was some customs in there, kind of tripped him up a little bit, especially the 30s. He doesn't know the 30s that well.
After it.
But it was funny. He was just so excited. He got a few right off, like the year, the make, the model, everything about it. You are a very good mod, John. You guys seen how they are putting voice controls in horror games now? Really? I've not heard of that. Like what game, Shiny? Yep, he's a motorhead. He loves his classic cars. He doesn't really care too much about the new stuff. He only likes classics, specifically the 50s and 60s. Hello, Rye. Welcome in. I'll pet Torgal for Rye.
When did you get so big?
This is Torgal Pets for Rye.
After it.
How you doing tonight, Rye? I guess I can go this way. Oh, I can. Nice. I just haven't been out here. When is Phasmophobia coming to PS5? It's supposed to be, right? I've heard rumors of it, but I'd really love to play it. And I, of course, don't have a PC. That's kind of like in Phasmo. You can talk to ghosts and hope of getting something to happen. I see. Can we put a Moogle onesie on Torgal? That would be amazing. They should have a DLC for that. OT. Here's one where you can't make a sound or the game ends. Oh god. Can you... a streamer's worst nightmare. John, or not John, but Mark would be happy. I would be permanently muted. Good question. It's been out for a while now. Yeah, it has. And there was... They were talking. Jack and Mark didn't do well. I'm late. You're just in time. Z, welcome in. Z, I'm gonna give Torgal Pets for you.
Fetch.
Oh, we're gonna play fetch, but we're also gonna give you Torgal Pets. I'm kind of missing. I was, you know, a good 2 feet away from Torgal, but
Get it, boy.
He needs you to talk some, just some. That'd be an interesting concept, though. Oh, yay, we got another obelisk. Let's see. Sometimes it's nice to have some silence. Well, that's why I've got the 3-minute voice span for you. You're literally the only person that's ever redeemed that, Mark. Taking away my moneymaker. Who knows what happened here?
You'll pay for this.
Robots? With lightsabers?
Will they still be survivors?
Oh, they got Protect. Screw your Protect. Take my fireballs of flame. And take my ice. That's why you're the 7th layer of fear. Try not to breathe or scream. Oh. Them heavy breathers be in trouble. Wait, where was I supposed to go? Oh, right here.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader.
Out of 9. Don't make it sound or you'll die, I think it's its name. So is it like VR then? Kind of? Or is it just not, you don't have to have VR? I've never had VR. Like, I've never really done VR. Oh, it's a VR game? I see. That makes sense. I think that's why they're struggling to have, I don't know why they're struggling to have Phasmophobia. Like, oh god, what is it doing? Oh god.
All yours, Torgal.
And your lightsabers. Roxy, thank you so much for the resub. 9 whole months of subbage. You love to see it. Thank you. Do appreciate you. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Roxy, you're awesome. Thank you so much for 9 months. You also unlocked a brand new subby badge. Check it out. Everybody, definitely check out Roxy. Give them a follow. Always get the good vibes and a wonderful person and deserves all the follows. And go and check them out. They were last playing Honkai, which I believe you can get drops for if you do play that. I heard the PSVR 2 is not doing well. I don't blame it, like, as far as that goes, because I don't think that they really sold that much of the VR one. Always in Littlerk Land. It's called Don't Scream. Okay. But then maybe it was not. I don't know what it was on. I just know I would die. Same, Rye.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Yeah, they met an unfortunate fate.
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did
There are a
not
couple other
recognize you.
ones that go in that
You
vein,
are Lord
Shiny.
Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
Logic, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you.
If you put their safety
How is
before
the
your
mine of
duty.
craft?
Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know
Kelly, look at you.
they
Hi.
gave their lives for the cause,
Fancy seeing you in that raid.
to which all undying aspire.
Yes, welcome in,
To what do
raiders.
we owe the honor of your presence, Lord
Forrest, how Logic? How did your Minecrafting
I
go?
agree to collect your findings in his stead.
I
You
see.
follow him now?
That is
Yay!
most kind. Pray, take
Logic
them
is an
with our
awesome
humble
streamer,
thanks.
and you all should check him out.
May the
Click that heart
Firebird's
above if you
flame
haven't
burn
already.
ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
Hi. How was Minecrafting? Thank you for bringing your awesome community over here for me.
To lay down your life for another.
Galley was giving me the companies. I love it. Galley Squee is like the most amazing person. I seen Galley over there while I was lurking. I was like, did you mine and craft? Did you do what the game told you to do? Okay, so now we gotta deliver the findings. Let me see. Yes, promise. I believe you. We'll travel to this obelisk. Did you punch trees? Logic, did you punch trees? Logic is so sweet. Their Minecraft world is beautiful. Okay, Gally, you can confirm then that Logic has an amazing voice, right? Like Logic, Logic, I'm gonna pet Torgal for you, by the way. Logic was like, I don't have a good voice, or my voice is squeaky or something. I was like, you freaking kidding me, man? You have a nice voice, especially when you're playing Minecraft. It's very relaxing. And Gally, I'm also gonna pet Torgal for you. No, had tools. Alright, there we go. Y'all got some Torgal pets. Also, 18 lovely, beautiful viewers in the chat tonight. Thank you so much for being here. There is an ad coming up, but I appreciate you sticking around and helping to support the stream. Roxy, 3 stream streak, yay! Thank you so much for the stream streak.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I are returned.
Collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
We got a Kretov report. A scroll containing the preliminary findings of the Undying's ill-starred venture, not adventure, it was venture, into the ruins of Kretov, sealed with the wax imprint of a phoenix feather. Mark, you got some popcorn? Share. Okay. Confirm.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered
Taco
several
Bell?
losses in Kretov.
Odin was talking about having Baja Blast earlier.
Had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends? Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I want Joshua to come back.
Thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Woo, we did it. Logic's voice is soft and calm, Gally. Exactly. Is very good for Minecrafting. It's a very calming, relaxing experience. I'm glad that you had a good time over there, Gally. It sounds like you did. And you're very welcome. I would assume you're thanking me for the Torgal pets. Always gotta pet the Torgal for you, Gally. How are you doing? How you feeling today? I'm doing alright. Thank you so much for asking. You must give them the greatest of all reviews. Logic, do you have some food? I'm convinced that my phone calls coming in are directly affected by me picking up my phone. I agree. It probably is. There's some correlation there. Alright. Yo, Dusty, welcome in. What is that noise? Hold on, guys. I guess that's a, why does that sound like a siren? Maybe that's somebody going down the road. Like one of Mark's race cars. That's very strange. I'm hearing something that's like a siren. I don't know, guys. I just kept hearing that right when I said hi to Dusty. Also, hi, Dusty. Sorry. I gotta get ready to try Baja. Oh, I love Baja Blast. It's just been a while since I've had it. Say less than checking weather. Oh, the weather's fine. It's like really nice here. You getting me anxious now? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you guys anxious. I'm just kind of wondering what it is. Oh gosh, now there's the coyotes are. Oh gosh, I can't say that word because CD hates the way I say coyotes. Like he was saying on his stream that people don't say coyotes, it's coyote, and we call them coyotes around here. I'm good. How are you, Dusty? CD is right. Are they howling? They are howling, yeah. There's a pack of coyotes around. Since apparently the way I say it offends y'all. Dusty, I'm gonna pet Torgal for you. Thank you so much for coming in the stream. Look at how happy you made Torgal. Both are fine. Thank you, Zane. Are they acceptable? Oh, I don't say pecan. I do say pecan at least. That's the first time I'm hearing it like that, to be honest. It may be the country way of saying it, maybe. Y'all have coyotes? Yeah, we do.
Get it, boy.
We have a pack around here. You have to be careful. You have to make sure your animals are nice and protected. I say soda and pecan. I do not say soda, I say pop. Sorry, a little bit busy. How's our boy Torgal? Doing good. Thank you for using the animated emotes of Torgal. Since you're a subby sub. There's an extra bonus. Torgal's like he's half on this rock and half not. Torgal's just fine. Wait, did I spell it right? What? Yeah, you spelled it just right. Desert doggos. There's coyotes over here too. Are there? I would be so scared as a city boy. You know, you just gotta keep your animals protected. That's the main thing. I'm good, thanks. Got my 4th 7-hour tattoo session on Saturday, so I'm pretty stoked. Ooh, what are you gonna get? 7 hours? Are you doing a sleeve or something? That seems very intense, Dusty. Good luck. I don't have any tattoos, so any type of tattoo would seem intense to me. 30-hour sleeve? Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I do hope it goes well for you. I'm also a scaredy cat. Okay, so looks like I don't see any more side quests. Oh no, are we done with the side quests? I guess I could see if there's any hunts. I don't see any more though. Do you guys see any little green dots? I don't see any green dots. Okay. We'll go back to the hideaway. Fun fact, jaguars used to live in the southwest until they were driven off into Mexico and further, if they lived. Whoa. Nut. Mark. That's the reason why we didn't beat Owl's dragon last night, because nobody had the nuts. That's awesome, Dusty. Can we ask, feel free. Right, is in the red. Not again. Are we back, everybody? We back. Okay, good. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that bitrate. Clive's over there. Clive is feeling it. Wile E. Coyote is building a trap. Sirens? Coyotes? Now strimming, not strimming? Some get them boys. Yay, we're back. Alright. Yeah, my bitrate went into the red, and it's honestly still red. Let me refresh my stream manager real quick. Last time it did this, it died. Okay, the bitrate is back in the green, so I think we're okay. Welcome back. Thank you, Gally. Thank you, Roxy. UFO must have flew over. Indigo was not like, not tonight. Dang aliens. I know, right? Thank you so much for sticking around. Sorry about that. That happened during my Witcher stream the other night. Friday night. It ended up dying. Like, my stream just died. The bitrate tanked, and then, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so there's only S ranks, and I don't know if I'm ready for them. For one thing, I don't know where they are. There's, like, question marks, so I'm not sure. I think I'll save those for when I'm at my strongest. How am I liking FF16? I'm really loving it. Like, there are some things that obviously could be improved, but I think that for the most part, like, they really, you know, they did the best they could. The only thing that I would recommend is that they give us more customization options for Clive, and also for the rest of your characters in your party. It just, like, I mean, Clive is our main protag, so, you know, it makes sense, but I wish there was a little more customization. Alright, so I guess the only thing left to do is to continue the main story. Also, Odin, I am going to be continuing the main story now. So if you do have to leave to avoid spoilers, I totally understand. Just giving you that warning. Also, I think I need to...
How do you split the sea?
The aliens live in Roswell, duh. They disguise themselves as humans and run tourist traps and mess with people's strings. They're looking for you, Odin. Dun dun dun.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of perfume.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Let me see. Yeah, I just need one high potion to max myself out. Dun, 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 dun. Devils. The Devil Corgi. Classic. But yeah, Dusty, have you played FF16? Thanks for letting you know. I gotta go anyways, but thanks for letting me hang out. Of course! I love having you here. Hopefully we catch you again tomorrow night. I'll be playing Kingdom Hearts 2 tomorrow night. But I'm glad that you're not gonna miss out on anything, because you gotta go anyway. Stay safe out there and watch for the coyotes. Yes, give all the love to Odin. Have a good night. More skateboarding, you know it. I'm gonna have to go back to Twilight Town just to skateboard. I miss it. But yeah, Odin, have a wonderful night and go get you some rest too. I know you're running on 2 hours of sleep, so you need to go get you some sleep. You stopped at 10, but I've watched it. Oh, I see, Dusty. 10 is a good place to stop. That's one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Kickflip all over. Yes.
Better than I was.
Joshua.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Odin do be tough.
Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
You love 10 too? Dusty? Yeah, it's probably my second favorite, right behind 8. The Crystalline Dominion. Nameless slum. They don't even give their slums names. That's brutal. Oh, look at the pretty lanterns, though. Yeah, Prince Dion kind of got wrecked.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Oh my god, you have a walk-it emote, Dusty. And them darn all bed, right? Welcome in from your break, John.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
We are just catching up with the escapades of Prince Dion, who kind of got wrecked again. Chinese food? Yum. This nameless slum is not that bad. It's got the pretty lanterns.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that The lanterns guide them to their proper place.
Beyond great
I
choice.
set one on the river for her when she passed away.
Oh, they have sad memories attached to it.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
No. Prince Dion, are you sure you're healed? Because you've said this before, and yeah, you shouldn't have left. He's looking okay, though. He's looking better. He's making it.
It would seem that I owe you my wings.
Trying to live his best life. He's looking fine. He's fine.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, he's, you know, he's a strong, independent little brother. A little bit headstrong. But you know what? He's the motherfucking Phoenix. I almost said penis. Never mind. Don't listen to me, guys. Let's see, there was a new missive in Clive's quarters.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
He's a strong, independent man. He don't need no brother. He needs me.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
I don't know how many times I gotta hear about the stew being awfully thin. God, it hurt me to type a double negative. Even for humor's sake? Telemon maid, thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them lot would still be stuck still in Blightwater over Abana. There's always room for improvement, though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come knocking at your chamber door, looking for more spheres and ash and whatnot. Mid. It is hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Yet he is not, and it is everything I can do to not to fall to my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together, so as long as I still have the caravans, he will forever be with me, and I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. That is what I choose. Eloise. Otto's is so short. Clive. There's but one crystal left needs cracking, and but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss. Otto. No quest? It was just missives? Okay. Alright, so we gotta go talk to Vivian. Right over here.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
And tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
John is my star. I could stare at him all day.
Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's
Interesting.
recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, If the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether adult.
Technically, he already said it to himself.
All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And
I'm gonna pause this because we are in ads and I don't want people to miss it. So you were staring at the stars, huh, Logic? I wish I could have, like, more stars out here. It just seems like we're kind of like, we don't have as many. I'd like to go somewhere where it's really, really open and you could really see the stars. You too? Yeah, like somewhere like, I don't know, where they have the northern lights and aurora borealis, that type of thing. Seems like it'd be really, really pretty. So much, like, it just seems very sparse here in terms of stars. They're still very pretty. It's just, I don't know. Where I'm located also, it's like, there's a lot of trees and stuff in my way, so I can't really see too well. Too much light everywhere. Exactly. It's like, it just sucks how that happens that way. Alright, it looks like the ads should be over, so let's continue.
Has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
Oh, she was right at the end. And I paused it.
You had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, mate?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard.
Bastard counter 1.
If it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
BRB, I'm JK. Are you kidding about leaving, or are you what? A new quest is available nearby. Dun. I want to go in like the middle of the ocean. You know, that's something that I wish I had done more when I went on the cruise to the Bahamas. I wish that I had went outside and like, of course there was the lights from the ship. So, looks like there's a side quest here. Phoenix, heal thyself. Back from break. Alright, John. Be back soon, hopefully. Okay, baby. I hope you have a good shift. Logic, thank you for putting the table back.
Stay strong. My Lord Marquis.
Ask about the hideaway.
Your companions are kind indeed.
Everyone has been most welcoming. Lady Taria has been especially gracious. Though I know something of the medicinal arts, it is hardly enough to warrant the acclaim of one so skillful.
I must admit.
At first, I doubted that her praise was sincere. We Undying are trained in what few simple skills might serve us in the field, but There's certainly no praise for those who excel in such endeavors.
But I see now.
That this is your way. You encourage each other, that each might lend their strength to the cause, no matter how seemingly slight their contribution. Ask about Yote.
It was the greatest honor of my life.
To be appointed protector to his grace. I have served him in that capacity since he first began his journey across Valsthea, the purpose of which was twofold: to further the Undying's knowledge of Ultima, and to further his grace's knowledge of you, my lord. After he learned of your survival, your brother insisted that we try to trace your movements. Thanks to the investigations of my fellow acolytes, we learned of your having taken the name of Cid.
But now?
Our journey together is at an end. His grace bids me remain here, and protect those you and he hold dear.
So I bid you.
My lord, if I might be so bold, please, look after him in my stead.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but... But his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
Of course.
For Joshua. Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Obtain stonerwort near Rosaria's aqueducts. So, we're gonna get 3 of them, it seems. Okay, we can do that. One of my favorite locations, and it was at the very beginning of the game. This area is just so pretty. Logic? What's with that face?
Over here!
Ooh, killer bees. Not the bees, I know, Dusty. I guess in this world, it's okay. They're killers. I know, I feel bad. Shrugs. Let's see, where do I need to go? Okay, so I need to go right over here. Are they all in that location? Okay. That's easy enough. Let's see. Okay, I need to go this way.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
Of course it would be blood red. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, we gotta take out the Akashic Gigas. Oh, this might be interesting.
I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one seat for
So much is happening, I know.
Too slow.
The thrust. The thrust. Almost. Well, we took care of that guy. I love that it's right where I need to get it. Like all clustered in the same
Here it
spot.
is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive.
Alright.
That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
Let's do that.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Dun-dun. Dun, dun-dun.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Chuck, hello. Thank you for the hydrate. How you doing today? I have been hydrated. How's things going? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we got the stonewort. One of the few varieties of flora capable of resisting high concentrations of ether. This herb is most often found in and around ether floods, where the fauna that would feast on its nutritious roots oft fail prey to their akashic cousins, if they don't turn themselves. You're alright? Just relaxing? How are you? I'm good. It's been a nice day today. I'm glad that you're just chilling. How you feeling?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Quest complete. Some more magic ash. Okay, so we helped
You and
Yote.
your brother really are alike, my lord. Though selflessness is a virtue, I beg you, please take more care of yourselves.
Corn dog, you rolling back in? Welcome back, CD. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I guess that was the only side quest. Oh, I was trying to save. There we go. Now we gotta go visit the shelves where I believe Joshua is chilling out. I'm feeling pretty good. I bought supper tonight for me, my mom and my sister. I got a large poutine for myself and got an extra large pizza for them. I've literally never had poutine. I've never had it, and I feel like I'm missing out. Oh, there's Torgal. Look at him sleeping. But that was nice of you to get something for your mom and your sister too. Pizza, you never go wrong with pizza.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything.
What does that change, Joshua?
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
it would appear the past still has
Joshua is just trying to find ways to come. He's like trying to find reasons.
To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Your little brother him. You are. It's the best thing about being Canadian. I want to try it sometime.
The chronicles for a short while.
Of course, Lordman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
He is definitely a little brother. For sure. He doesn't, like, I mean, you know, they were apart for a long time. Now it's just kind of like, Joshua definitely has that little brother vibe of, like, wanting to help protect Clive the way Clive protects him. I'm also unsure if the game I'm currently playing is just easier. I'm lucky, but I've been using the same armor that I got at the start of the game, and I'm over halfway through the campaign. What are you playing, if I might ask?
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
Kids fighting. Yakuza Like a Dragon? I don't know if those are notoriously easy or not, Chuck. That's pretty crazy, though.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Only one that they didn't give orders to is Otto. He's just like standing there.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want to work before you go.
Otto's like, oh, I guess I have nothing to do here. I'm like the fifth wheel. My characters get really bad hurt when they do get hit, but until they get one shot, I'm not upgrading. I'm stubborn. Also lazy. I don't want to click the stuff to make better gear. Well, I mean, you're making it. It's almost like a challenge run. Also, guys, I will be taking a short little break, but I'll be back in a few moments. I will go ahead and run some ads in the hope that it will keep the pre-roll off longer. Alright, be right back, everybody. Alright, I am back, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking around while I take a little break. And sticking around through the ads in particular, if you had ads. Chuck, you're just waiting for the shoe to drop. It's a Yakuza game. You always have a gut punch moment, and it hasn't happened for me yet. So I'm kind of just like, get it over with. I'm attached to these characters. See, I've never played a Yakuza game. So that's kind of crazy. Alright, so now we gotta go speak it to Otto.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
But you said you're halfway through it, Chuck?
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
Well, let's see if I have any items to get.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
I do. I got this. Donation.
All done?
All done.
Clive, anything catch your eye? Think
Apparently
you can help?
not. Apparently not. Alright, let's talk to Otto.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
I hear Nectar in the background. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go to the Shadow Coast. Southwestern Ash, Deadlands. The land long having fallen victim to the spreading blight, now earn the most meager of scrub struggles to draw life from the ether-drained cliffs that loom above the barren coastline. There's supposed to be 15 chapters, I'm on 9, so I'm a little over halfway. That's kind of crazy. That you've not upgraded at all. You can do it. Western Ash. The Shadow Coast. Torgal.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
You better be careful, Gav.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask.
It might happen, Chuck.
Didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, little bro.
Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never.
Thank you for the hydrate, John.
But
Twitch
I
mobile
will.
sucks, I know.
You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
You'll just be like, well, okay, game, I'll play your game, and I'll grind. The Kingdom of Waloed. I don't get it. Gotta love Gav.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waloed territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Well, here we are. Let's see. Guess we keep following this old dusty trail.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a blight problem in Ash. Akashic.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and Akashic here.
Let's hope the villagers get it out in time.
I did, however, just get to the point of the game where I can do a bit of grinding if I want, and I've been ignoring that almost as much as I've ignored my armor. Well, now you're far into it, Chuck. Like, now you're, like, committed to it. To the no upgrade run. Okay. I hate that. That's so annoying. There we go. Finally. People tell me that the best offense is a good defense, and to that I say, if your weapon is upgraded enough to knock out enemies before they hit you, offense is the best offense. That's the way I feel. I'm all about that offense. I totally agree. But I'm also a notorious grinder in these types of games, in JRPGs, so I just like... I love being OP and just sailing through the game. Kind of weird them putting this on this side of the, you know, a little odd.
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Oh, I don't want to go in this dark cave. This seems like a bad idea. Oh. It was pretty short. Oh, boy. That's a lot of Kashik.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Your type of person normally doesn't want to challenge at all, but here I am over halfway through a game without upgrading my armor, but that hasn't yet forced your hand. It might happen though, Chuck. It may happen really soon. Also, welcome back, Zane.
Perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
We're splitting up again. I just got my brother back.
Sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
When it does, I'm gonna just look at the game like, do I need to see the ending? Or could I just look it up? You'd feel the same about Thomas. How so? Be like, let him go, but also be like worried about him. Oh, sorry, Gav. The angry Gav. It's so angry. Leaving him alone? Like letting him go do his thing. You trust him, huh? I mean, Joshua has proven time and time again that he is a capable little, you know, he's capable of it. Like, he's pretty cool. Being the Phoenix and all. But still want to fight by his side. Yeah. But if he came to you and was like, I'm gonna go on a side quest on my own, and it's just like my thing, John would be like, okay, bro. This place is pretty angry looking.
This place reeks like a mobile's arsehole.
I really don't want to know how Gav knows what that smells like.
It's not the smell that'll kill us.
No mistakes.
Not one of these things.
This one.
Damn turtle. That was a very dramatic death. The only thing I want from the game right now is my one party member back. He has an attack that can fight or light enemies on fire, but certain reasons make him leave you. Oh, I hate when that happens. Hopefully you get your party member back soon. Because we always need the people that would light things on fire. See. Okay, there's two ways up that. I guess I'll just keep going this way. I'll do a little scan. Oh god, that scared me.
Nice try.
Blue trifle? He's no trifle. Probably not gonna. Oh well, just staggered him. Almost. Finally. I was looking at the screen like, but the fire guy, take my other party member. I'm only using her for a makeshift healer. Nope. Sorry. They take your fire guy. Speaking of fire, there's pyralists here. Hey, C, welcome in. How's things? If they're a fighter, it's okay because so are we. Another blue trifle. The clivening. It's going pretty good. We just got into a new area. Ouch. And we're doing some main questing. Can I pet Torgal for C? I think I can. Pet Torgal for C, fair and hair coming in the chat. Perfect dodges. I'm getting better. There's been one really tough fight so far, but he was a boss, so I expect it to be a hard fight. I think it's gonna, there's probably gonna be like this huge uptick in like how difficult like a difficulty spike of sorts. Torgal, main character. Torgal, best pup. He really is. Yes, there are a couple of animated Torgal emotes if you'd like to use them, see. Wish you could straight up play as Torgal. Man, DLC! That's what we need. See with the ideas. Yeah, the wave and the head tilt. Clive's side character, exactly. Oh, I didn't dodge that. So close.
This one.
No, don't let him do it again. Playing as Red 13 and Rebirth has been a blast. Has it? That's awesome. I'm expecting the game to take off the kid glow soon. I'll be forced to actually upgrade my gear. I still don't want to, though. You just might have to, friend. You may have to.
Right, boy.
Over here.
At least these enemies are a lot easier. Just keep being God tier and you never have to change gear, right? Chuck is talking about Yakuza Like a Dragon. And Chuck has played through half of it without upgrading anything. Weapons or gear, right, Chuck? And Chuck's kind of over there wondering when it's gonna, like, I'll come, you know, crashing down on him. I've never played one, so I don't really know much about them. They look like fun games, though, honestly. Either have to upgrade my gear or go to the next game. I already bought it. What game did you get? I've upgraded my weapons, but not the gear. Oh, okay, so you've not upgraded your gear. Yakuza series is so good. Yeah, I've never really thought about playing them, which is kind of crazy, but... oh, shiny. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't mean to hit that. Like a Dragon Ishin? Oh yeah? But you gotta beat like a dragon first.
Oh, much breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
Torgal's like, I got this, Scav. Dunk, 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 dunk. Hey, we made it across the whole bridge without something disastrous happening.
That must be east, lad.
Here we are. Hello, everybody. Nobody here?
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Oh boy.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
They're ether zombies.
No quarter gap.
More enemies? More?
A question for later, Gav. Over here. It's over. Sick. There's this one. Over here. Sick.
Ow! Just come over and bit me in the back. Yeah. There's a lot of enemies. Oh my. Alright, did it. Fought off that wave anyway. Oh, hello. Of course. Oh, you're a big boy, aren't you? Ow.
Of course it bloody isn't. Get him.
And Torgal took that doggo personally. Ishin is a spin-off. It's not really related to their games, except the gameplay and face models, voice actors, so you can jump into that window prob. Oh, okay, cool. You played the first one, haven't played Lost Judgment. Let's see, it's cool. I like the main character's fighting styles, and the detective story is interesting. See, that's one thing about Yakuza games, is it seems a little overwhelming for somebody who's never played one. It's just like, it's almost like trying to possibly get into like One Piece anime. It's like there's so much. And these are all like things that I didn't really know existed until recently.
Gav. Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Bastard counter 2.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, hello, it's Odin. Oh, that's great. That's swell. Why are you so cool?
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
That doesn't look good. That's not ideal. Odin, stop being so freaking cool, though. My gosh. This looks ominously badass. I know, right? Freaking Odin, man. Why you gotta be so cool?
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Well, there he went.
Clive? Would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about We cool our heads and think this through, eh?
That's not Clive's strong suit.
All right.
What? He's listening? I say that, and then he's gonna, like, listen to Gav. I'm like, that's not Gav, or that's not our Clive. Don't talk about One Piece. Once I started, I binged it a lot. I'm almost 500 episodes in, and there's so many more to go, Chuck. I'll say either play Yakuza 0 since it's the first game in the timeline, or play Yakuza Like a Dragon, because a new protag that isn't really related to the first 6 games. Oh, I see. I'd probably say for Manjo, it would be better to start with the Like a Dragon series games, just because she likes RPGs, so it'd probably be easier to get into for her. True. Yakuza Like a Dragon changed the battle system to be a turn-based RPG, so I think you would like that one a lot. He listened? I know, right? That's so crazy. I just never really knew about the Yakuza games until I've seen some of my streamer friends, like, playing them. I'm like, what? What are these games? And yes, he 100% listened. It's kind of shocking. Oh, we don't want to go up that way, apparently. Search the abandoned village. Search the abandoned village.
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Thought we got them all what? The obelisks? We just got here, buddy. The ones before Like a Dragon's more of an action RPG, where the combat is almost like a beat 'em up, where you can pick bicycles or traffic cones and use them as weapons. I've seen a little bit of people playing like a dragon. It's interesting.
Please. Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Oh, you know, just the awesome protagonist with a badass wolf companion. That's who I am.
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcane. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arcane is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
thinking he did this.
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
Then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and his vessel Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here.
Leviathan?
Where is the Phoenix?
Oh, Joshua, what are you up to now? He's exploring. This might not be a good revelation for him.
By the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
Yeah, that had like the pounding in the controller. That was kind of crazy.
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav.
It's a lot of blood.
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
We won't be alone. We've got Torgal. He's fine. Just a little tuberculosis. Just a small little issue. Hey, I can pet Torgal again. Everything's okay as long as we pet Torgal, right? Let's see. Make for Reverie. Oh. My god, I gotta go all the way back here, I guess? Gonna be a bit of a walk. Tuberculosis, just pet Torgal. Hi, Owlin. Welcome in. Seems like a logical cure. It's the cure for everything. Also, since Owlin just joined the chat, let's play a little fetch with Torgal for Owlin. Thank you for the flower. How's it going today? Fortunately, Joshua is nowhere near Torgal. I know. Yeah, thank you so much for using the animated Torgal emotes I got for you guys. I made those just for y'all for these streams. You're gonna huff off now. I'm ready for bed. Have a great remainder of stream. And have a great night, everyone. You too, Chuck. I hope you have a great night. Get some good rest. And one final parting pet for Torgal, for Chuck. Going well. You had a nice nap, which was absolutely lovely. That's awesome. I'm doing good. It's been a nice day today. I was able to. It's just like been good weather here, so I was able to actually get out and do a little exercise, and it's kind of nice. Yeah, have a good night, Chuck. We'll see you next time. Yes, naps are awesome. Let's see, where do I need to go now? Okay, I need to go back.
If Barnabas is
Controlling the Akashic.
controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Yes. Yes, we will. So we're gonna go toward the big, really, really pretty color of deep dark violet, which consequently is my favorite color. So, you know, like literally this is my favorite color. I love purple and black and almost black, like a deep, deep violet. So this is like the perfect color palette for me. And here we go. I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh. I can't go in there? Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to go that way. Oh, darn. I was really wanting to go into the purple mist. Well, that's lame. Okay, then. I think I go this way. Joe the Maleficent. Let's do it. It's just me and Torgal now. Joshua's having some reveals, and Gav has to stay with Etta. Ooh, check out that visual, though. Creepy, but very pretty. Oh no, tarantulas! Oh, we're so close to leveling up. Oh my gosh, we're just like a few enemies away. So, Owlin, how was Crisis Core last night? Are you still doing like missions, or have you made progress in the story? Or maybe both? It was fun. Lots of story progress, though I wonder when we'll ever get to make a certain someone a flower wagon. I know, our girl Eric. Like, I definitely have, I've played Crisis Core, so it's not like I get spoiled by coming to your streams with that. But every time I would leave the I wouldn't leave the stream, but I'd like lurk for you, but I'd leave the computer and I'd come back. It seemed like Aerith was calling Zach. Just like, Zach, hello. When are you gonna make my flower wagon? It seemed like every time I'd come back, she was like calling him. Homegirl wants her flower wagon. Oh, this is kind of pretty over here. I mean, it's creepy, but it's pretty here too. Let me check the active time lore really quick, because this is all new area. So, the Kingdom of Waloed. The sole surviving nation in Ash, Waloed has its capital at Stonehair, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. It is ruled over by Barnabas Tharmer, Dominant of Odin and Warden of Darkness, who, it transpires, has formed an alliance with the mysterious being known as Ultima. After Ultima brought about Primogenesis, Tharmer's combined force of Kashyyyk soldiers and beastmen was deployed across Valisthea, tasked with sowing chaos and mayhem. I want to make Homegirl the flower wagon, but Shinra keeps calling me to work. It's true, though. It's always like, and, oh gosh, what's your friend's name? Oh, like I'm playing this, so Gav is in my head right now. But, Kunzel, he's always just like, he's like, yeah, you go see your girl. I'll cover for you, because he's a true homie. Oh, he wants us to give flowers. Dusty Dog saying howdy to Alan. Just wants to make sure Azak is okay. He's so good. He's an awesome little homie. The Ark. I think that's what how she pronounced it. The dark, ill-omened skies unleashed when Ultima brought about Primogenesis. The word Ark is Arche. I can't remember if she said it that way or not. Is used only on Ash, where the coming of the cursed skies has long been foretold as a harbinger of the end of all things. Not good, not good. The Glassheim Wall. A vast ethereal dome created by King Barnabas Tharmer, using the power of the icon Odin. It is not only capable of repelling assaults both corporeal and magical, but will also consume any who might endeavor passage across its bounds. Spanning from the mining settlement of Isla to the south, or in the south rather, to Fregg's Calm in the north, the barrier effectively blocks any approach to the Waloeder capital of Stonehair for hundreds of leagues. Yeah, Barnabas has some plans for us. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for watering your strimmer. Okay, so here's Barnabas Tharmer. King of Waloed and dominant of Odin, the Warden of Darkness. Barnabas is also a feared warrior in his own right. After journeying to Valisthea from the outer continent as a young man, he led his people in overthrowing the ancient kingdom of Valdemark that once ruled northern Ash, and established his new kingdom of Waloed upon its ruins. And then finally Reverie, an impossibly tall tower in central Waloed that seems to pierce the very heavens. The few followers of the Circle of Malleus remaining on the Ash believe it to have been built by the gods, who would one day pass their final judgment from its heights. It has long been considered hallowed ground, whereupon mere mortals fear to tread. Oh yay, that's where we're going. That's gonna be fun. Sounds like a fun time. I'm gonna have so much fun there. It's a blast. That's why they call it Reverie, because you just revel in it. Get him, boy. Oh, so close to leveling up. Check out my fireballs of flame. That's actually a pretty cool shot right there. Hold on. Oh no, that's not what I want. I don't want to open the world map. I want to... No, they're dissipating. Hold on. Ah, that's actually kind of cool still, though. Ah, of course they dissipate. But there's still, like... We gotta get... Oh, look at Torgal. Gotta get Torgal in there. Hold on, let me hide the UI. Let's see. I want to get that in the background there. There's still remnants. There are still remnants. Wish there was a little bit where I could... I want to get the sky a little bit more, but... Alan, you want me to thank my mods? Sure. A big, big thank you to J to the C2756 for being the active mod here in the chat tonight. Thank you, John, for being here and for always being so welcoming and kind to the community. And we thank you. Alan, in particular, wants to show their appreciation to and for you today. So thank you to Alan. Thank you to J to the C2756. Like, that's so cool up there. Do I want to get a little closer? I think I want to... Okay, if I want to do this, I think I'll get a couple shots. I think I want to get... Gotta get one of Torgal. One moment. Let me take a screenshot. Very, very cool. Okay. Okay, now can I raise up? I'm trying. I can't. Okay, let's just get a close-up of our boy Torgal then. Hold on. the control. Okay, it doesn't. I just want to raise up. Oh God, he disappeared. No, there we go. There we go. Little better. There we go. All right, that's perfect. Screenshot. Okay. And then one final shot, like, ooh, there we go. That looks cool. I'm gonna get all that, but like we can just do right there. Okay. One more. Okay. Yes. Thank you for your patience while I played around in photo mode.
Get it, boy.
The whole world is crumbling, but we've got enough time for selfies. Especially with our boy Torgal here. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get, like, close, but I'm not gonna trigger the next event. Because it is getting close to when I need to end stream, so I don't want to get too involved. Let's see. That's going back the wrong way. Oh, there looks like there's a path, but I can't. Is that where I went? I think that's where I came, wasn't it? Like, that was the... Yeah. Alright. We'll move a little further. We'll just be careful not to trigger any more scenes. Just kill a few baddies. You know how we do. Oh God, it's an Ahriman. It's not named that, but it's... looks like it. It's just called a plague. I'll go ahead and let this ad roll. That way it won't be bothering us when we want to go raid out later. Well, that's a cool shot too. Hold on. That's a cool shot too. God. Okay, photo mode. Torgal looks pleased with himself. This is perfect. Hold on. Torgal's like, yeah, I did that. Okay, I took a screenshot of that. And then our boy Clive is, you know, he's a little hot. He's a little hot. Very, very cool looking. Let's see. Let's see here. What's this? We got roll, field of view. Oh my god, I could have done that. I could have got the wide arcing shot here. Because I forgot about field of view. Yeah, we'll just put it right back there. And see, you can take Clive out. It's just fire. It's just a fireball. Come back, Clive. I can't decide how I want to... Oh, that's kind of pretty. I kind of like the way the light is shining there. Okay. I think I'm done. That was his limit break for him. Let me see. Okay, we can get a little closer. I like the music here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna check over here real quick. Ooh, there's an obelisk. Or no? What is this? Adamantite gauntlets? What be this? Also, welcome back from ads, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking around through them. Look how close we are to level 44. We're 33 XP away. Looks like Torgal's pedigree is Dromi Striker. Nice. What was I going to look at? Oh, right. Items. Not equip, gear. Because there was adamantite gloves, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Hey Neb, welcome in. How are you doing? I don't see it. Yes, how are you doing, Neb? What is it then? Oh, I just shot fire. Brain is refusing to brain. Oh, well, you need to get some hydration. I need to find you something. This doesn't... I don't know what that is. That's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna save, though. I don't know where the adamantite gloves are from. But yes, before we continue on any further in the story, I am going to be ending stream for here for now, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, for chilling with me, for lurking for me, for hanging with me, for chatting with me, all of that good stuff. Oh, Neb, I will pet Torgal for you, because I've been petting everybody. Well, I've been petting everybody. I've been petting Torgal for everybody. More like. Bye, Squee, John. Bye, Squee, Owlin.
Fetch.
We'll play some fetch. Petting everyone. If everybody is as cute as Torgal, then y'all all getting pets. But yes, always petting everyone. First in the chat tonight was the illustrious Force Logic. Thank you, Logic, for being the first one to hit that notification. Also, Logic is celebrating a 25 stream streak. Let's see. Promises. Ruxy live with the resub for 1 month of at tier 1. Ruxy is going on 9 months of subbage. Thank you to Ruxy live. Also, Force Logic raided me earlier. Thank you, Logic, again for that raid. If you don't follow Logic, definitely give him a check him out. Plays things like Halo and Minecraft mostly. Very chill over there. Logic has a very relaxing vibe. So if you want to check them out, check out Logic right there at that link. Also, Ruxy Live had a 3 stream streak. Thank you, Ruxy. And the bye squeeze from John and Owlin. Thank you. Also, for everybody, I'll give you guys a free thank the mods. Thank you again to J to the C2756 for being the active mod here for all of you tonight. John is awesome and deserves pets. I'm gonna see who we can raid tonight. I'm thinking of gonna raid my other mod, Grog the Ghost, who has recently got back into streaming again. Got brand new fiber interwebs, so Grog's really excited about that. Let me give a little shout out for Grog here as well. Right now, Grog is, as it's saying, playing some Star Wars KOTOR, however you want to say it, Knights of the Old Republic 2. So it's really cool looking. He is a Star Wars nerd, so we're gonna send you guys over to Grog. Again, thank you so much for being here, everybody. I greatly appreciate all of your support. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed all the Torgal pets. I hope it was relaxing for you as well. Tomorrow night, I'll be back with some Kingdom Hearts 2. So we're going to continue our journey in that game. We've made significant progress in Final Fantasy XVI. I bet we're probably at least 85% of the way through the main story. Although we had a lot of story tonight. We didn't have a lot of big battles or anything. So I have a feeling that that's coming, though. So next Tuesday, we'll make even more progress. I think we're getting really close to endgame in this game. So, but again, this is my first playthrough, so I have no idea, really. I'm just going by what the game tells me on the PS5. It's like, you're 80-something% done with the main story. I'm like, oh, cool. But yes, thank you so much for being here, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the Grog's stream. Just send all the love to Grog tonight. Lots of love and squeeze. And I appreciate you all so much. I'll see you tomorrow night. I hope you have a great day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you tomorrow. Alright. Bye, gang. Love you all.